Hello and welcome back to another episode of Xcom 2 Long War of the Chosen. My name is Syken and it has been a while since I touched the game. I must confess, between last episode and this episode it's potentially give and take 6 months. So it's a while. But we still want to have global liberation, so that is what's going to happen. Generally speaking, let's take a short look at our regions, shall we? Okay, so Eastern US is still going, Mexico is going, New Brazil is going, Eastern Europe, East Africa, West Africa, New Arctic, and everything else is liberated, which is good. So, New Indonesia is liberated. Okay, cool. So, in terms of how far they are advanced, we got Eastern Europe and New Arctic with 2. We got our network tower in New Arctic, so we're currently doing that. And that's really the status. So, that's going to be our next mission. In terms of soldiers, just so that we're all on one page, we had the Grey Knights completed, and we're currently doing officer training here. Grey Knights 2, with the exception of Invisible Argument, has been completed as well. We got the Blood Angels, which I think Snake Plissket is done as well, so he's training. Space Wolves, 4 people are done and are Haven Advisors, and the rest is really just a mixture of whoever is left. Invisible Argument, a couple of Dreadnoughts, and so on. Yep, Ultramarines, almost done. Zukuger and Leaving Storm are infiltrating, so that's fine, and everybody else is kind of on mission. So we still got the Iron Hands, the Raven Guard, Sisters of Battle, and the Death Watch ready, and that's really where we are going to kick it off. And what better way to get into the game than to do a nice little network tower. 13 enemies. And who do we have on this mission? Sharpshooter, Gunner, Ranger, Assault, and a Shinobi. So that looks like a good team. Let's launch the mission and give it a go. Alright, time for us to be concealed. 13 enemies, and all we need to do is go through the network tower. So, we got Let here, who is very much going to be our main DPS. We got Bastard here. We got Hawkeye here. Halop and Ripper, who is going to be the go-to person to hack. Question is, after Ripper has hacked, are we just going to run them back? Maybe. We could also use Alejandro here. These 2 are Bond mates, that's good. Yeah, not a perfect team, but it should suffice. The big problem is we cannot sneak by this area unless we're finding a way to destroy the glacier without breaking concealment. However, I think there was a way up here, and since there's no one over there, might as well just move over here with the team. Let's moving in. Bastardo is moving in, and Hawkeye is moving in as well. Cool.
Moving to Overwatch.
Always scolding myself for
Heading to that location.
putting playthroughs kind of to the side
Over here.
instead of finishing them right away. Because here's the deal, I could have easily finished this thing. But I know that there were other games that just came out and I needed to either produce it or had other priorities. It's not an excuse, but that is unfortunately the reality.
Moving out.
Alright, hail up. Stays over there.
Good copy. Moving on target.
And finally, lead stays over there.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Bastardo. Difficult. If these guys come here, then we are trapped, and I don't want that to happen. On the other hand, he's the melee guy, so
Raggiungo le coordinate.
not the melee, but the close range guy. So we need all of his damage in order to pull this off. Fantastic.
Affirmative. Moving out. Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Okay, so that's like what? 4, 5 people there, 3 and another 3. We are looking at 11. One more pack. One more pack is going to be in here, or in and around there.
Affirmative. Moving out.
We could theoretically grapple over. That's good. Steadying the weapon. Just overwatching, really. And I think we're okay.
Position. Overwatch. Banner. I have eyes on the enemy.
Yeah, that's the last pack. I think, given that this is a pretty sizable pack, might as well be prudent to take both of you over to there.
Go, go, go.
Shouldn't be any more turret. Okay, that's fine.
D'accordo.
Making the executive decision that we need a second person back there.
Get scanning.
Okay, cool. So if these guys sit there, then this here should not trigger. Okay. But given that they are sitting there, this here very much should trigger. And that's a bit of a problem because I want to get up there.
Rolling.
Okay, we're good.
Affirmative, covering now. Massima attenzione.
And let's steady the weapon. Cool. The last pack very seldomly, if not never, comes out of that kind of little chamber where they are currently hiding. So what you can do regularly is keep a good eye on them. Interesting. Closing the door. That means we still could trigger if we're not carefully moving. So this is a bit finicky, but we should be fine and not trigger. Very good. And since we are hidden and have cover, this will give us a nice line of sight. Good. Next question would be, if I was to move to here. Like that. Not only does that not trigger, but we should be in range for us. Yeah. If we go in now, the worst thing that could happen, since we have over-infiltrated, is we get spotted out, no shots are happening, and yeah, I think we're okay. Even if we trigger them, not much would happen because we would stun them right afterwards. So, moving over to here. We're positioning ourselves as close as possible to enemies. Okay, that'll give us extra shots. And steady the weapon for next round. I don't think that we're going to be discovered, but there's always the odd chance that they are moving all the way over here. Which of course they did not. Okay, cool. So now that is a good start. We are going to trigger, and it's going to be go time from here on. Okay, so let's get this one going. We get 2 full rounds of hacking or stunning against the enemies, which should be more than enough. Nice little small intel cache on top of it, which isn't bad either.
Tower. The signal is going out. They're onto us.
Stunned, stunned, stunned. Very good. Wait, what? You should be stunned, man. Oh, no. Okay. Good. Let's try to clean up this one side first. Moves up. Rapid fire. Let's get the elite lancer down. Good damage, man. Nice. And you got a promotion. Fantastic. Bastard at in top form. Let's get the priest. Nope. Come on. Alright, and now give me a really sweet big hit. Not great. I think that's enough damage to kill this guy. If you overkill him... Very good. Very good. If you overkill him, the shield doesn't trigger. And that's important. Might as well just steady the weapon, to be fair. Or, in this case...
That's right.
Get that extra kill. And then steady, of course. Purifier gets shredded and might explode, which would be helpful for us. Codex is no longer stunned. What is happening? They are supposed to be stunned for 2 full rounds. And not just nilly-willy get back into combat. Alright, we're continuing with stunning here that Andromedon. Okay, fabulous stun, I like it. And whilst we're at it, just keep on shooting, man. Ruptured. And although you had almost 100% hit chance, you missed. Purifier. By the way, should have done that right away. Okay, we're reloading. I don't want to move Hale up. Wow, that gives me 1 extra %. Well, I'm gonna take every single %. Especially if you're hitting for 31 points of damage. Oh yeah, baby. Halop is back. Good, we're being a bit careful because I know there is another pack with 2 codices. Do we have a long watch? Death from above. We do have that, but we don't have long watch, right? No. Therefore, no, long watch comes automatically. I almost forgot it. Like I said, it's been a while. Sectoid Commander, Super Heavy Mag, and a couple of other codices. 1. And just for the fun of it, 2. We do have parry, so even if he would attack us back, we're okay. Free reload and rapid fire. Good. That was good. That was really good.
Overwatching. Back online. Overwatch.
Good. In case someone is coming closer to our position, we should get a Overwatch trap going. Of course, I forgot that it is Xcom, and clicking the Overwatch button equals not doing anything at all.
Cover the flanks.
We have 183 infiltration.
I'm hit.
These guys shouldn't even have a chance to hit us. In case you're wondering, there is an automatic system that gives them a chance to attack, and to be fair, they spotted us out here. This one I do understand that they get a free shot, but this one here, impossible. Both of them had cover against that person. Can't have a free shot because the system that is in place essentially... Let me just finish this first, and then I'll explain the system.
Only the best.
We could overdrive and go in, but I think there was another pack here. I don't want to trigger another one if I can just stay with that pack. Currently, we're not in the worst spot ever.
Nessun problema, capo.
And we're just going to keep our heads down.
Ora della nanna.
There we go. This guy is not going to bother us anymore.
Let's do this.
Yeah, that's incorrect. We're melee focused with his build. I'll go closer, and next turn we're just gonna go in.
Copy that. Okay, I'll go.
Likely going to eat a Psionic bomb here.
Got it covered. Done.
There's the extra pack I was talking about. Good that I didn't run in, because now they lost their turn by simply just running into us. Again, not clear why they are allowed to take reactions, because we have 183% infiltration. So the system basically works like at 100%. They have 28-ish%. At 100% infiltration, they have 28% of chance to take a reaction shot immediately.
If you say so.
And with every single point of extra infiltration, you reduce their chance by 1%. So according to that logic, we shouldn't have to bother with that stupid mechanic whatsoever. Alright, hail up. Time to take down the super heavy mech. Not good. Not good at all. Good, time to move in. I can't take much more hits from them. Let's get the Lancer. No, come on. It's not a heavy Lancer, you should be fine. Very nice. Free Serum. That should give us more armor. Very good. We're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 exactly. Still has armor though, and damage reduction. A little bit of a reposition to get maybe close enough for our lightning hands. No. Can't do it. Now the super heavy mech is the biggest offender here. One short.
Hard target, minimal damage.
I'm ready.
Not good. Minimum damage. Yeah.
Not good.
Slight damage, but we're okay for now. He's down to 1 action. Okay, he's just going to reanimate some bullshit. Yeah, very unlucky with the way that it had turned out overall. That, on the other hand, is very curious to see.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Okay, let me think how we would want to go about this. Free reload. Moving to here. Into taking the priest down. That's unfortunate. Let's try to get... Codex is just too well protected overall, which is okay. Then that at least gives us a clear set of actions that we can take. There's one down.
You here.
This will be the best cover spot whilst still keeping our options open. And there is an Overwatch. Could have taken a shot, but that would have likely doubled the codex and made our problems even worse. Clever to take our shinobi out. That'll prevent the blade storm, but not the Overwatch, so joke's on you.
I guess that'll be okay.
Let's get the priest.
I definitely got that one.
Fantastic. And that stupid codex.
Status confirmed.
Slight injuries here and there, but overall okay-ish. There were bugs. The codices only were stunned for one round. That is definitely incorrect. And some of them were straight out not stunned, like the priests. So there's a bit of a problem. Anyways, they were successful. We got a promotion out of it. Bastard got a nice little promotion, so we are good. Lightly wounded. We can live with that. I like Untouchable. Bring him on is good as well. But I think we're going with Untouchable again. I personally get a lot of value from it. And that means we are doing very well. Because there is a nice little new mission. Sort the facility.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
Let me find a team for that, and I'll be right back. Good, very good. So we are going to go in with 2 mechs, a Psionic character, and other than that, it's going to be the Imperial Fist show. 9 days is a lot, but I think we can pull it off.
Squad green to deploy.
Let's start the infiltration there. Fantastic. And now that we do have a moment of time, there are a couple of requests in terms of soldiers, because we had newcomers that just wanted to be added to the pool. And I was just thinking, we had Iggy, Lisa, Speed, I think, was a character that I designed for Kyle. Okay, cool. We do have a couple of slots open. Let me just create characters. Alrighty, first of all, I want to welcome Ian the Butcher Owens, one of our first comments on the Long War run. It has been a while, mate, but you have finally been drafted from Down Under. We got a nice looking fellow. Followed up by OJ from South Africa, who's rocking a very nice mustache here. OJ, you've been drafted as well. Welcome to the team. Alright, next up we got Lisa Wypham Powell, who looks a little bit like a more nasty version of Sarah Connor in the Terminator 2. Like the undercut that screams "Don't mess with me." She's badass, so welcome to the squad. Saving you to the character pool for future reference. Alright, the next up we got Lena Johnson, right from Sweden, who joined us. Looks a little bit like the female version of Crocodile Dundee, which I appreciate, the whole spidery outfit. I like it. Sometimes Xcom's randomization just gets it right in the first place. Welcome to the squad. Good, and that was it. We don't have more rookies at the moment, but more soldiers might be coming in as we speak. For now, we've pretty much drafted through the entire viewership roster. That's something that only Long War can do to you. Get you all of the characters. But worry not, if you haven't been drafted, I will still add you to the pool, as always. Alright, cool. So, we got a couple of things that are outstanding. Ambush, yeah, that's fine. I think this here was just 19 hours. Yeah, that's not even happening. And everybody else is doing well. So, what did I do before taking such a long break? What did I do? Sure, I did something absolutely important. Making contact there would be important, but 260... Ah, here we go. Supplies. That indeed is important.
Strategic resource located.
Perfect. We got some wound recoveries, that's fine. We could gain more intel, which would always be helpful. I think in terms of making contact, we are just having 2 regions with 260... with 260 intel each. So not yet really an attractive position. Let's see if either of these rookies is good enough of a catch for us to become a Psi warrior. Ian and OJ aren't bad. They aren't bad. How many Psi operatives do we have? 1, 2... Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, Syken, you've overdone it a little bit. You've overdone it. You've overdone it. Not a little bit. You've pretty sizably and massively overdone it. Yeah. Not happening. We're doing specialist training and that's about it. I want to make sure that the rookies that we've now hired might at least see a little bit of action.
Avenger plotting new course.
Getting some more intel is a starting point. Mike the Public, bravo. Got nice little fire discipline here. And yeah, we're taking the quicker arrival. And we have someone recruited in the eastern US. So there's one person on hiding. Might put you on recruit. And whilst we're at it, New Mexico had one as well. Just going through the motions here. More recruiting, more recruiting. Cool. So in terms of what we're doing, we had intel in East Africa. Yeah, that's correct. We had intel in Eastern Europe, that's correct as well, and in New Arctic, because these are the zones where we want to essentially liberate everything. Okay, cool. Now, let's look at the strategy layer together and see what we're going to do here. Okay, so this HQ assault will mean that this entire area will be fully liberated. So that's gone. This one is not liberated yet. This one here is already liberated, so not a problem. Which means
Urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
You have made considerable progress against the
cool, that's good. Defeated all of the Chosen.
that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Hard target is not great. Some alien units gain bonus dodge. That sucks. We should try to stop it. And we just got 1,000+ supplies. We're rolling in dough. Alright, so if this here goes off and we liberate that area, then we're currently looking at like what? Force rating 18. So 18 units are going to be pushed to here, and a couple of them are dying as well, which will push strength 5. It's actually comparably low. So a couple will die, I think 2 will die, and 3 will be pushed over here, which will make it more difficult for us to do anything here. In terms of vigilance, we're already at 10, so just the recruitment has pushed it up that far. Good, but at some point recruiting needs to be shifted over to actually finding missions. And I think that will be right after we liberate this region. Then we're just taking missions here and are starting. We're trying to liberate this this area here, which is why we also have the network tower. That's exactly why we did it. And once this is liberated, we can make contact here for 130 instead of 280. That's good. We're recruiting down here. That's not perfect, but okay. Over here we're doing intel. Okay, so the idea for me was to liberate this area, then make contact to West Africa. Cool. Now I'm caught up with my own plan, or at least so I think. And we still need to liberate these two regions as well, but we're currently in a recruiting frenzy.
Against the elders, we find nothing but success.
Cool. Health's increased. Always good.
A new chance to disrupt the Elders' plans has presented itself, and my followers are eager to proceed.
So, recruit rebels. Resistance personnel don't need that. Form soldier bonds is nice. Ability points always nice. Extra hacking. We don't need more resistance contacts, or do we? Double checking. No, we're fine. More hacking. More willpower. And supplies. That's pretty meager. That's a pretty meager set of missions. Nothing of this is really, really good. Like the hacking is meh, so and so. Willpower, yeah, also not that great. Got a superior PCS. Is that worth it? I think we're okay on PCSs. We didn't really have needed a lot. If I was to put in someone for extra hacking, I mean, Mike should continue his training. So that's a given that he stays. Could basically train a random person. And willpower, is willpower really worth it for us? You know what? In absence of something better, 12 willpower is 12 willpower. This here isn't bad either, to be fair. And I think we had a team that was specifically just doing these missions. Tracy Elliott. Yeah, these two would recruit a mech in 3 days. You know, it's okay. It's better than nothing. Like I said, I'm not very happy with the covert actions this particular month. But maybe they also fixed it so that you just at some point don't get good stats anymore. I've used a lot of stats already. And we're only getting willpower and hacking, which is typically the lowest priority for me, to be entirely fair. Okay, so finally, rescue a defector. This is the liberation mission. We definitely need to do that, so it's not even an option.
East Africa.
Let me set up that mission. Okay, so the Iron Hands are starting their infiltration. Worked out very well. Just the team that we needed. So we're going to get the liberation mission underway there as well.
Plotting new course.
Things are going good for us. Very good. West Asia. Let's look at that. Good, so West Asia is right over here. Might as well continue with the recruitment. I want to first of all get this region here, Siberia down, and then we're starting with the actual missions there. Iggy, Hungry Shadow, I like it. We get more recruits, more meat for the meat grinder. Got a specialist training. Let's take a look what the other rookies can do. So, Lisa Wypham has good movement, good to hit. Could actually be a gunner, but I'm just thinking about what class do we really need. Got a lot of assaults, maybe a couple of grenadiers, got a lot of gunners, but we can always use another gunner. Got a lot of rangers, a lot of sharpshooters, got a lot of everything. A little bit lower on the technical side, but she has too good of aim to let her become a technical. We're likely going with gunner. The other option is another ranger, but I think we're okay with gunner here. So deep in the war, and we're still training our rookies. Okay, find enemy flight path. That's a good mission. The question, though, is will we be able to get this one going? Because this is rescue and a VIP. We get a scientist, which is good. I don't mind that. But it'll even take us longer to get to the objective. Not good. We have 21 turns. And in case we're infiltrating successfully, that'll be 20-person baseline. I think we need to let this one go. Just barely too little time here. Let's try to see if I can set something up. It's on the edge. It's really on the edge. Nah, it's not working. I don't want to do this mission with only 4 people. Not against 20-odd enemies on a large map. Sucks, but sometimes you need to let things go. Dragon rounds, cool. That is super helpful because dragon rounds are fabulous. Burning, so good. Carapace plating is the next one. But yeah, dragon rounds, very, very, very good. Good, got someone else in New Brazil. Finally, the recruiting here is starting to work.
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the resistance.
And we got a mech in one of our locations, but it doesn't tell us which one. All right, next up. Superior PCS, resistance contact, You know what? We're just going to go with the ability points because I can always use ability points. that, and we're taking Tracy Elliott. There you go. And I think these two here were the ones that were always running missions, but they also need another level, so might as well send someone else in for now.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
They need a promotion.
Want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project. We should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
Of course, Bradford is a wet blanket like always. But we got the aspirants here with the recover mission, and I think that's what we're going to do next, which naturally brings us to the end of today's episode. But yeah, aspirants, that group which continuously produces characters of sergeant rank instead of just rookie rank. And we're going to follow them the next time. But for now, I say thank you for being my guest on this beautiful journey. And we see each other in the next episode of Long War. Have a good one. Bye-bye.